Hey guys, Chris here, and tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about CBD oil and why I feel like it should be federally legal. As of right now, it's only legal as on a state level, but I really feel like it should be a federal level, and because there's so many health benefits and so many great things it does for people. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what it is, what it does, and some personal experiences for me and what I've had to do with it. CBD oil is one of the 104 chemical compounds found in the cannabis or the marijuana plant. THC is that main one that gets people high, and automatically it's usually what people think of when they think of marijuana. CBD has no psychoactive effects at all whatsoever, and is purely a medicinal. It's purely for medicinal purposes. CBD is made from pulling out that from the marijuana plant and then diluting it with a carrier like hemp seed oil or coconut oil. I'm going to talk to you about 6 major aspects of CBD and the things that can do for you. The biggest one being pain relief. It's been around for almost 5,000 years, and studies have shown in rats that CBD oil will greatly reduce pain in the rats. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of federal backing as of right now because it's not federally legal, but I know that if we get some human studies done with it, we'll see those human studies as well because, like I said, I know it on a personal level as well. A big one is anxiety and depression. Great number of people throughout the United States suffer from anxiety and depression. And instead of having them on these pharmaceutical drugs that have all these terrible negative side effects, which cause side effects like drowsiness, insomnia, agitation, sexual dysfunction, that's no fun, and even headaches. And I know that if someone can get on CBD oil, they can eliminate the majority of these things and feel a lot healthier and a lot better. CBD oil can also help with cancer-related treatment symptoms, like feeling sick, vomiting, nausea, and the pains that come from the symptoms. CBD can help alleviate some of those pains. A big one for you teenagers out there, it reduces acne. The sebum production can be reduced because of the anti-inflammatory properties that is in CBD oil. A big one for me personally would be neuroprotective properties. I have a grandmother who has Alzheimer's, and she hasn't been able to get on CBD because she's still kind of in that mindset of it's marijuana is going to get me high and do those things. But I wish we could find a way to get her on it because I know it would really help her and greatly improve her life. Another big one with those neuroprotective studies is there's a study of about 214 people that were having epileptic seizures. And they were all given the CBD. It was anywhere from like 0.9 grams to 2.3 grams of CBD oil per pound of body weight that these people had. And their seizures greatly reduced by almost 36%. May not seem a lot, but that is a lot of reduction in seizures if you're having multiple seizures a day. It can benefit your heart health with multiple benefits in your heart and circulatory problems that you can have, as well as high blood pressure. If somebody suffers from high blood pressure, it's been a great benefit for me. Now, I could go on and on all day long talking about the different studies, different things I've read about CBD oil, but just like me, you can jump on the internet and read them yourself. For me, I want to talk about it on a personal level because I can think that, like I said, I could talk about studies all day long. That's just me telling you things you can look up yourself. And for me personally, CBD has been a great strength and a great benefit for me in my life and my family's lives. The first person I want to talk about is my sister-in-law. About 4 or 5 years ago, she had a seizure and kept having them. She had them when she was really young, but had been gone a great span of years without having any. So he ended up hooking her up to all these wires, trying to induce seizures, trying to figure out what was going on with her. They were trying to give her this medication or that medication and this much of this one, that much of that one. And it was either making her really drowsy to the point she couldn't even feel like she could get out of bed at night in the morning, or she would have kept having the seizures. After being on CBD oil, the day she got on it, she stopped having seizures. She was on it for a few years, and then she got pregnant with her second child. And because there's not a lot of studies done with it, the doctor suggested that she get off the CBD oil because they didn't know how it would affect the baby. And literally within a few months after that CBD oil got out of her system, she had a seizure while she was driving on the freeway with her 2-year-old in the back seat. Now, I'm sure you can imagine how traumatic that was for the family. Luckily, they were all okay and nobody was injured. But just that fact that she started having seizures, being pregnant, getting in an accident with the kid in the back seat. No fun at all, for sure. For me personally, a big one for me is my wife, who suffers from anxiety and depression, has been able to take CBD oil and get off those pharmaceutical drugs and help her live a much healthier, much more fulfilling life, because CBD oil has greatly blessed her that way. For me personally, I take it for anxiety and depression, for high blood pressure, which has helped. And I've also got a CBD cream that I can rub on my shoulders and back after I go to the gym. You're feeling sore. Like I said, it really reduces that inflammation and helps you and helps you loosen up. And like I said, I work construction, and helps loosen up after a long day of work and hard work. And it can really benefit you personally too. I know that. A good friend of mine, Brendan, has a child that was having these seizures, and a lot of people talk about CBD. Is it good for kids? Can kids take it? Absolutely, they can take it. This drug is great for kids, adults, elderly patients. Anybody and everybody can take this drug, because I know that it can help you. Like I said, he started giving it to his child because he was having these seizures, didn't know what to do. I'm sure that's been very traumatic for him and his family. And they were able to do some research, and everybody told him not to put him on any of these seizure medications, because they're just not going to give him a good quality of life. They're going to kind of just run him down. And that's the last thing you want to give to a 2 or 3-year-old child, because kids like to run and play. Literally, the day he started giving him this medication, hasn't had a seizure since then. As I was doing some of this research, I came across the video of a man with Parkinson's disease. And he was literally so feeble and so curled up, he was just so tense and just so tight, couldn't even move, couldn't even speak, just curled up on the couch. He was given a few CBD drops, and within literally 5 minutes, he was standing up with a cane and was able to talk and communicate clearly. And like I said, anybody and everybody should be able to take this drug. If you have an ailment, I'm sure there's some way that CBD will benefit you. Now, I know this might sound like a cure-all drug, but for me, it really has. It's eliminated tons of pharmaceutical medications. It's helped me, and I've had no negative things to say about CBD oil. Obviously, like every drug out there, that does have a few side effects. You might have some diarrhea, some changes in your appetite, or even some fatigue. But as somebody that's been taking it for a very long time, I haven't noticed any negative side effects of that at all. They've all been very minimal. I know that CBD oil can help bless you in your life and can help do a lot of things for you. Now, I would suggest you do your own research. Maybe you kind of have that same mindset of hearing that marijuana and the THC and worry about getting high. But like I said, as somebody that works construction and gets drug tested regularly, you can take this free and clear without any issues. All that CBD oil will help benefit you in your life, will help keep your family stronger. And like I said, it'll help everybody. So I suggest do your research, try it out. And if you try it out, let me know what you think. And maybe send me a message or write something in the comments of the video. This is Chris. If you like the video, subscribe, share it, do what you can do. Hey, thanks, guys. Have a great night.